How much money do you actually need to retire as a freelancer? Is it $1 million? $2 million? More? The answer depends on your lifestyle, but I'm going to give you a simple calculator you can use in the next 60 seconds. Plus, I'll show you why freelancers might actually need less than you think. Note: this information applies to US-based freelancers and self-employed individuals. Welcome to the Freelancers Wealth Blueprint. Let's calculate your retirement number. Here's the simple formula. Take your annual expenses in retirement. Multiply by 25. That's your retirement number. Why 25? It's based on the 4% rule. If you withdraw 4% of your portfolio each year, historically your money lasts at least 30 years. 100 divided by 4 equals 25. So you need 25 times your annual spending. Let me run through some real examples. If you spend $40,000 per year, you need $1 million. If you spend $50,000 per year, you need $1.25 million. If you spend $60,000 per year, you need $1.5 million. If you spend $80,000 per year, you need $2 million. If you spend $100,000 per year, you need $2.5 million. Simple math. But here's where it gets interesting for freelancers. Most retirement calculators assume you stop working completely. But how many freelancers do you know who want to stop working entirely? Most of us love what we do. We just want to work less or work on what we choose. This changes everything. Let me introduce the freelancer retirement formula. Instead of planning for zero income, plan for some income. The adjusted formula is annual expenses minus expected freelance income times 25. Here's an example. Say you spend $60,000 per year. Traditional retirement number is $1.5 million. But what if you plan to do $20,000 of freelance work in retirement? Just a few projects you enjoy, maybe 10 hours per week. Now your formula is $60,000 minus $20,000 equals $40,000 times 25 equals $1 million. You just reduced your retirement target by $500,000. This is essentially what Barista Fire and Coast Fire are about. You don't need to fully replace your income with investments. You supplement investments with some enjoyable work. Now let me show you the calculator step by step. Step 1. Calculate your retirement expenses. Don't just use your current expenses. Think about what changes in retirement. What might go down? Work-related expenses disappear. No more software subscriptions, professional development, business insurance. Your tax burden drops significantly. No more 15.3% self-employment tax. Your mortgage might be paid off. You might move to a lower cost of living area. What might go up? Healthcare costs before Medicare at 65. This is the big one. Budget $500 to $2,500 per month. Travel and hobbies. You have more time now, potentially helping family members. For most people, retirement expenses are 70 to 80% of working expenses, but healthcare can offset that savings if you retire before 65. Let's say you currently spend $75,000 per year. In retirement, you estimate $60,000. Step 2. Subtract any guaranteed income. Do you expect Social Security? Most freelancers will get something, though the amount varies based on your earnings history. You can check your estimated benefit at sss.gov. Log in and see your projected monthly benefit. Let's say you expect $2,000 per month from Social Security at age 67. That's $24,000 per year. $60,000 expenses minus $24,000, Social Security equals $36,000 that your portfolio needs to cover. Step 3. Subtract any planned freelance income. Be conservative here. Don't assume you'll work as much as you think. Health, motivation, and market conditions change. Let's say you plan to earn $12,000 per year from occasional projects. That's $1,000 per month, very part-time. $36,000 minus $12,000 equals $24,000 your portfolio needs to cover. Step 4. Multiply by 25. $24,000 times 25 equals $600,000. That's your adjusted retirement number. $600,000 instead of $1.5 million if you had used the simple formula. Now, this assumes you're 67 and getting Social Security. If you want to retire earlier, the math changes. Let me show you an early retirement calculation. Say you want to retire at 55. You won't get Social Security for 12 more years, and Medicare doesn't start until 65. Your expenses, $60,000 plus of $15,000 for healthcare equals $75,000 per year. From 55 to 67 without Social Security, you need 75,000 times 12 years equals $900,000 just to bridge the gap. Plus, you need money for after 67. Using the earlier calculation, that's $600,000. But wait, the $600,000 has 12 years to grow. At 7%, $300,000 at age 55 becomes $600,000 by age 67. So your total at 55 needs to be roughly 900,000 bridge plus 300,000 for post 67 equals 1.2 million. Early retirement is expensive mainly because of healthcare and the Social Security gap. Here's the freelancer advantage that nobody talks about. Traditional employees have a hard cutoff. They're either working full-time or they're retired. The transition is jarring. Freelancers can glide into retirement. You can gradually reduce hours over years. At 50, maybe you work 40 hours. At 55, you drop to 30 hours. At 60, you work 20 hours. At 65, you work 10 hours on projects you love. At 70, you stop or keep going. Your choice. This gradual transition means you need less saved because you're earning throughout. Let me give you target numbers by age. These assume $60,000 retirement expenses and moderate freelance income in later years. By age 30, $100,000 invested. You're on track. By age 40, $300,000 invested. Solid progress. By age 50, $600,000 invested. You can see the finish line. By age 60, $900,000 invested. You could stop working or keep going by choice. By age 67, $600,000 plus Social Security. Traditional retirement is covered. These aren't exact. Your numbers will differ, but they give you benchmarks. Here's your action plan. First, calculate your current annual expenses. Track spending for 3 months if you don't know. Second, estimate your retirement expenses. Factor in healthcare, reduced work costs, and lifestyle changes. Third, check your Social Security estimate at ssa.gov. Fourth, decide if you want to work at all in retirement. Most freelancers do, at least part-time. Fifth, run the formula. Expenses minus Social Security minus freelance income times 25. Sixth, compare to where you are now. Calculate how much you need to save monthly to get there. The beauty of being a freelancer is flexibility. You don't have to pick a hard retirement date. You can adjust as you go. Save aggressively in your high-earning years. Scale back work gradually. Keep doing projects you enjoy. Let your portfolio grow. That's the freelancer's retirement advantage. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more freelance finance content. We break down complex topics into clear action steps every week. As always, this is educational content, not financial advice. Consult a professional for your specific situation. See you in the next one.